Good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday night, July 3rd, just after 9 p.m., and welcome into tonight's video weather discussion, where we do have a couple things to talk about. First of all, we continue to see some chances of showers, thunderstorms, and severe weather coming up here over the next day or so. We saw some of that activity across southern Illinois today, and then we're also going to have a peek at the forecast for the 4th of July, which is tomorrow. So starting off here with, we're going to take a look at one of the weather forecast models here going forward for what to expect precipitation and weather-wise as we head through the night tonight, Thursday, and into Thursday night. Starting off here, though, there's been a frontal boundary down across southern parts of the state that's been sagging southward through the day today, and there has been some shower and thunderstorm activity during the day today across portions of southern Illinois. There was even a couple isolated strong to severe thunderstorms down there today. But there have been some showers, thunderstorms in the vicinity of that frontal boundary across parts of southern Illinois today. Now, what we are expecting to happen is for the next several hours as we continue through late this evening and into tonight, it's actually going to be fairly quiet across the state as we head into at least early and middle portions of tonight. However, as we head into late tonight and early Thursday morning, we're expecting a big complex of thunderstorms and severe weather out across the Plain States, along with new development across Missouri that's kind of going to merge here. And as that merges across this area, it's going to form into organize more into a bigger complex here. So by the time we get to 4, 5, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to see some showers, thunderstorms move back into the St. Louis area, maybe an isolated severe weather threat with this activity. And you're going to notice once I go forward into time here, this big complex early Thursday morning is generally going to scoot off towards the east here across portions of central and southern Illinois. So as I go forward here, this is right around 7 o'clock in the morning. Some showers and thunderstorms affecting parts of central and southern Illinois, including the St. Louis area, maybe an isolated severe weather threat. Let's jump forward to about 10 o'clock in the morning here. You can see that big complex is now across much of central and southern Illinois with some rain and thunderstorm activity as it continues to slide off towards the east. You can see it is weakening, though. And then as we go towards 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see a couple of, isolated scattered showers here, maybe an isolated thunderstorm here dotting portions of the state here during the middle of the day. And then as we move into the afternoon, you can see we do have a period of time where it is expected to dry out across the state for a period of time during the afternoon. However, as we move back into the evening hours, we're going to see some potentially some showers and thunderstorms try to move in from eastern Iowa into northwestern and western Illinois. And then we're also, during the evening hours, going to see severe thunderstorm activity develop across Missouri, and that is eventually going to slide in across the southern Illinois area as we move into the nighttime hours here on Thursday. You can see how that complex slides in here. Nighttime hours on Thursday and the early Friday morning. You can see a couple of isolated showers, thunderstorms across the northern half of the state for Thursday night and into very early Friday morning as well. And then for Friday, during the day on Friday, the severe weather threat looks like it will probably mostly come to an end and most areas will dry out. However, could see some instability showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm develop across northern Illinois and up into Wisconsin as well. That would be during the day on Friday. So going back to the 4th of July, because obviously that's going to be a main topic of coverage here. First of all, let's discuss the updated severe weather forecast. So this is the forecast for very early Thursday morning through Friday morning. You can see that time frame right here. This is for very early Thursday morning through early Friday morning is the time frame for this graphic. And as you can see here, we are going to be running the risk of a isolated severe thunderstorm threat across northwestern and western Illinois. Out across this corridor, that threat is mainly going to be late evening into Thursday night. So once again, this level 1 severe thunderstorm risk out across western and northwestern Illinois. This is mainly for late evening and nighttime hours on Thursday. However, for you folks across the southern half of the state, this level 1, which is an isolated severe weather risk, this is going to be off and on through the day on Thursday. So we're going to have that first round of activity move through Thursday morning. That could have an isolated severe weather threat along with it during the morning hours, and then we could see a second round of activity during the evening hours on Thursday into Thursday night as well. So it's looking fairly likely there will be 2 rounds of activity on Thursday and Thursday night across southern Illinois, and then up north, your activity is going to be much, much more isolated and spotty. In other words, it's going to be very hit or miss. So as we go back over to our weather forecast models here, Thursday is not going to be a total washout. I want to make that clear. For much of the state, it is not going to be a total washout. Yes, if you're across southern Illinois, parts of central Illinois, you're going to have this big complex of rain and thunderstorms across central and southern Illinois during the morning hours. However, that activity will clear out for the afternoon. So if you are having a 4th of July gathering, a party, if you're going to a fest during the afternoon, we should see plenty of dry hours during the afternoon and evening across the state. So once again, we should see plenty of dry hours across the state during the afternoon and evening. Big thunderstorm complex during the morning across central and southern Illinois. Then once again, some dry hours across the state during the afternoon and evening. And then late evening and into the overnight on Thursday, another big complex of rain and thunderstorms for southern Illinois, and more isolated coverage up across northern and central Illinois. Now, in terms of temperatures are really going to be dependent on if you're getting those showers or thunderstorms or not. You could see some areas will get into the 80s, some areas will get into the 70s. So on average, high temperatures will range generally from the upper 70s to the mid 80s across the state as it looks at this point in time. So once again, high temperatures generally from the upper 70s to the mid 80s across the state. The one exception could be down here across southern Illinois, the far southern tip of Illinois. You folks may actually get up into the low 90s for the 4th of July. So all in all, yes, there could be some rain showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms on the 4th of July, but we should have some dry hours during the afternoon and evening hours to get in your parties, to get in your fests, and to get in those firework displays as well. So with that said here, let's flip over to our video chat to get to some of the comments and questions here for tonight. Brad checking in from Decatur. You might pick up a couple showers and thunderstorms during the morning, and then again, maybe tomorrow night as well. We do have you just inside the isolated severe weather risk, but the best chance definitely looks to be off towards your south. Mary checking in from Pike County. You folks could get some showers and thunderstorms in Pike County, potentially during the morning hours, and then again tomorrow night as well. Jennifer checking in from up in northwestern Illinois. Should be fairly dry most of the day up in northwestern Illinois, but can't totally rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, especially as we head into Thursday night. Carl checking in from Bloomington, mentioning it's dry. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of rainfall around there tomorrow, but hopefully it also doesn't affect any of the plans that some folks might have. Dave checking in from Lombard. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm through the day in the Chicago area, but all in all, there should be plenty of dry hours in the Chicago area. Michael wondering what my favorite barbecue food is on the 4th. Really, pretty much anything on the grill. Hot dogs, burgers, grilled chicken. My favorite barbecue is actually ribs, but usually don't have that on the 4th of July. But really, any grilled food on the 4th of July is good. Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, pretty much anything. I'll eat anything of that nature, really. All right here, but once again, in summary, going to be dealing with the threat for a couple of chances of showers and thunderstorms across the state on Thursday and into Thursday night. First of all, Big complex of rain and thunderstorms across central and southern Illinois Thursday morning. Maybe an isolated severe thunderstorm threat with that activity. Then we clear out much of the day, much of the middle of the day, the afternoon, the evening hours. It should be dry for most areas. Don't want to rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm during the day, but it should be, the case where we see plenty of dry hours during the afternoon and evening. So if you're having a party, you're going to a fest, you're going out to see those fireworks, you're lighting off your own fireworks, should have plenty of time to do that during the afternoon and evening with plenty of dry hours across the state. And then as we head into Thursday night, another complex of rain and thunderstorms for southern Illinois. Still more of an isolated chance across northern and central Illinois during that time. So all in all, even though it's going to start pretty rainy and stormy across the southern half of the state during the morning, like I said, plenty of dry hours across the entirety of the state during the afternoon and evening. And then Thursday night, another round, especially across southern Illinois. So all in all, it's probably not going to be a terrible 4th of July. We've definitely seen worse. But, if we dodge those couple of showers and thunderstorms, things should be all right. Michael wondering what the dew points are going to be tomorrow. Dew points should be well into the 60s for you across northern Illinois. Dew points well into probably the 60s across northern Illinois. Dew points southern Illinois probably in the 70s. So the northern half of the state, it'll be warm, probably upper 70s to mid 80s. Moderate to low levels of humidity. Southern Illinois, it'll be hotter tomorrow, 80s and 90s. More elevated levels of humidity, so it might feel a little bit more humid out there. But all in all, that's really it to talk about at this point in time. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this discussion for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We will try to come back with an update tomorrow morning, a live video update. Obviously, we'll have our social media posts, but we'll try to come back on tomorrow morning with another video update, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Maybe a little bit busy on our end. But if not, stay tuned to those social media posts for forecast updates. And if we don't get to talk to you, everyone have a great 4th of July tomorrow.